Something that I was thinking about between yesterday and today as I was just moving through the process of teaching my classes and engaging with others and having conversations is this fact that when we can step aside from our own situations, our own problems, if we perceive them that way, our own predicaments, then we can better serve those around us. When we put our own self aside and we're really present with what the other person is saying, and we actually listen to what they're saying, and sometimes beneath what they're saying, then we can be of better service to them. And oftentimes, the medicine for getting us out of a predicament or a problem or something that is disturbed within us is actually being of service to someone else, and recognizing that that issue or that thing is really very small in the grand scheme. And so maybe today in practice, as you move across your yoga mat, you're also thinking about someone in your life that could use the energy that your practice creates, and thinking of this entire practice as an act of service towards them, sending them your energy, sending them your thoughts, sending them the intention from your heart. And so being of service through your practice. And even though that person may not know that you're practicing for them, I assure you that that message is sent and it is felt. So we'll start in a little meditation just so you can get grounded with body and breath. So you can either choose to find a seat or you can lie on your back body. We will eventually move from Shavasana. So if you want to start there, feel free to begin on your back. But just taking a moment to find a comfortable shape. Trying to feel the connection between your body and the earth. Stable and steady support beneath you. Allowing your eyes to close if that feels safe this morning. As you begin to settle into the space of your body, begin to notice your breath and the space of your mind. Notice the energy at your heart. As you continue to look more deeply into each layer, start to deepen your breath as well. Just allowing each inhale to expand a bit more fully. And each exhale to start to lengthen and empty more completely. As you continue to check in with your breath and deepen your breath. I feel like often what occupies our minds are self-centric thoughts, right? What we need to do today, whatever issues might have been present yesterday or worries about the future, right? And again, can we step aside from that and consider someone in our lives that could maybe use the energy of our practice? Allowing our practice not to be this physical practice, but to be a practice of energetic vibration. So listening to the heart and the mind and sending that energy from heart and mind to this person. Devoting all the energy that we cultivate here to them. And so as you hold this person in your heart and in your mind, be noticing how your inner environment starts to shift. Visualizing this person in your mind's eye, maybe thinking about a beautiful moment that you've shared and what an incredible gift that was. And again, letting your practice be an offering to them, an offering of gratitude for having this person in your life, gratitude for maybe how they have shown up for you, how they have served you. And just continuing to feel your energy and theirs combining. Maybe bringing one or both hands to your heart. And in dedication to this person, we'll take our 3 rounds of cleansing breath to get started. So gather in a deep breath in through your nose, fill your lungs all the way to the top. And when you're ready, an open mouth exhale, just let your breath go. Taking 2 more rounds like that, deep, deep breath in through your nose. And a cleansing exhale, we release. Once more, breathing in through your nose, fill up. And an open mouth exhale, let it go. And just taking your time to eventually make your way to the back of your body and into a full body stretch. Allow your hands to reach up and overhead. Take a moment to create some space between every finger and every toe. Might feel good to find a couple circles, your ankles and your wrists in each direction. And start to bring your knees into your body. As you bring your knees into your body, expand more breath into your back ribs and your side bodies. And with your exhale, go ahead and let your knees drop over to the left into a gentle twist. As you reach your breath into your right side body, just feel that fullness of your inhale, creating more space along your right ribs. And on your exhale, can you let go a little bit more of any physical tension or tension from your heart and mind? Making space to devote more of your energy to that person that you're holding in your heart today. Take one more big breath into your right ribs. And then on your exhale, you're going to keep your legs on the left side of your yoga mat, rolling onto your left side body into fetal pose. Reach your left arm overhead and roll onto your left side. Let your left ear fall into your bicep. And then maybe your right hand reaches down to connect to your right foot to create your thigh stretch. So coming into our modified bow shape, opening through the front line. A little bit of navel to spine connection to add some resistance to deepen the stretch. Option to either pull your right heel towards your seat or to kick back into your right hand, spreading your collarbones nice and wide across your chest. We'll take one more inhale in. And then on your exhale, go ahead and release your right leg. As you release back through fetal pose, slowly start to bring yourself back to center, drawing both knees into your chest as you return to your back body. Take a deep breath in. And exhale to your gentle twist, second side. Offer an extra inhale to your left side body. When you're ready, follow your exhale into your fetal pose. Roll one to your right side, and then maybe left hand reaches down to catch left foot. Finding that stretch across your left quadricep, up through your left hip, up into your heart space. Take another inhale. And then on your exhale, begin to release your left leg. There's no rush in this. As you release your left leg, roll onto your back body once again. Draw your knees into your chest. Take an inhale. Shoulders out of ears. And on your exhale, set up for your bridge pose. So knees bent, land your feet to the earth. Your feet about hips distance. Take your inhale. And then on your exhale, send your tailbone forward and up, scooping your pelvis towards the sky. Begin to activate your belly strength here. Feel your seat active, your hamstrings strong. And take 3 slow breaths. Trying to stay present with every moment of inhale and every moment of exhale. On your third breath, let your exhale start to release your hips back down to the earth. And as your hips land to your yoga mat, bring your knees into your upside down tabletop, so a 90-degree bend. Zip your legs together, gently squeezing your thighs to center. You can either flex your feet or point your toes. Just finding energy through your legs. You're going to pull your navel to your spine and knit your front ribs in. Then taking your hands behind your head, elbows nice and wide. On your inhale, keeping your knees in a 90-degree bend, keeping your low back completely rooted to the earth. You're going to lower your feet any amount. So maybe your toes or your heels tap the ground. Maybe they hover. On your exhale, you're going to lift your legs and slowly twist your right elbow in the direction of your left thigh. It may or may not touch, squeeze. As you breathe in, you're going to open back through center, legs start to lower any amount. Your head and shoulders can hover above the earth, or they can release to the ground in between. And exhale, second side, legs slowly lift. Left elbow reaches across, pull your navel to your spine. Then inhale, open up through center. Slow motion exhale, second side, or rather back to the first, right elbow towards your left thigh. Then we inhale, start to open through the midline. And exhale, you switch left elbow towards your right thigh. But one more time through, inhale to open with control, resisting gravity. And exhale, lift and twist, right elbow reaches. And final one, moving with your breath, inhale, slow and strongly open. And exhale, lift and rotate. And from here, just let your head and shoulders release back, knees to chest. Take a really deep breath in through your nose. And then an open mouth exhale, just releasing that breath out. And start to transition into your tabletop pose, so finding your way up to all fours. Take your time, let your fingers open wide across the earth. And then on your next inhale, start to lift your heart and tail to your cow pose. So stretching out across your belly that you just straightened. Heart open, and on your exhale, rounding to your cat pose, push the earth away. As you pull your navel in, actively tuck your tailbone. And then once more, inhale to your cow pose, heart and tailbone lift. And on your exhale, finding cat pose, push the earth away, let your head fall towards the earth. Spreading open to the back of your body. Then finding a neutral spine, so just long from crown to tail. On your inhale, we're going to twist open to the right, preparing for thread the needle. So use your core to reach your right hand high to the sky. Big breath in. And on your exhale, thread your right arm underneath you. Palm will face up to the ceiling as you bring your right temple to the earth. Slide your shoulders out of your ears. Maybe take your tail a little side to side, so wagging your tail to find that sweet spot where your hips are stacked over your knees. And then option here as you press into the back of your right arm to reach your left hand up to the ceiling, pressing the back of your left hand to the wall behind you. Bring a big twist through your mid to thoracic spine, so that mid to upper back area. Full inhale in. And then on your exhale, bring your left hand down to frame your face. Breathe your way open again. So right hand's gonna reach up to the sky again, twisting open. And exhale to your tabletop all fours. And second side, left hand lifts up. Full inhale as you twist open, strong center. And exhale, thread your needle, left arm dives underneath you. Okay, pressing to the back of your left hand, shoulders out of ears. Find that stack of your hips over your knees. And an option to reach your right hand up to the sky. As you press down to the back of your left arm and towards the wall behind you with the back of your right arm, you're creating a big twist to your torso. Breathing to the back of your heart space, take a full inhale. And with exhale, your right hand is lifted, bring your right hand to frame your face. Push the earth away, breathe in, twisting open to the left. Left hand reaches to the sky. Now on your exhale, reach your left fingertips forward, preparing for Anahatasana. Also be on your palms here, right fingertips or palm reaches forward, and then dive your heart down to the earth. Your puppy pose, hips are high, heart is low. Take a slow inhale in. And a slow exhale out. And then when you're ready, press through your hands into your corner, start to lift your heart up. As you walk your hands back beneath your shoulders, go ahead and tuck your toes underneath with your inhale. And then hover your knees just above the ground as you exhale. So coming into your hovering tabletop shape. Really press into your hands, filling up the energy to the back of your heart space. And taking a slow inhale in. And an even slower exhale out. One more inhale here. And then use your strong core and your exhale to find your way to downward facing dog. Stretch your sits bones up and back. Allow your head to relax between your biceps. Maybe take a little bit of movement here. You can reach one heel towards the earth and the other. Just checking in with your down dog today. And begin to wander forward, finding your forward fold top of your yoga mat, Uttanasana. You can offer some softness to your knees and let your head relax heavy to the earth. If you're going to tip a little bit forward and back, or sway a little side to side here. Your inhale, begin to lengthen halfway, Ardha Uttanasana, strong center. And your exhale, forward full release. A deep breath in, rise all the way to stand, Urdhva Hastasana, big circle sweep opening through your shoulders. And on your exhale, soft knees. Goddess, your arms, feel your sternum stretch up as your elbows go wide and back. Your inhale, re-extend your hands to the ceiling. And with your exhale, soft knees hinge forward to your forward fold. To get a half lift at the bottom, big breath in. And exhale to your high plank. Plant your hands and step your feet back. Get strong through your center, take an inhale. Just stay right here as you exhale. Option to hold your plank, or as you breathe in, crouching tabletop. Maybe bring your knees to that hover. Hands and feet stay as they are, shoulders out of ears. Shift your hips back in space any amount. And then begin to push yourself forward through your high plank to your tippy toes and lower all the way to your belly as slowly and intentionally as you can. And when you arrive to the earth, untucking your toes, breathe into your low cobra, feel the strength at the back of your body. And on your exhale, go ahead and release. Then inhale to your low cobra or your high cobra. Option to use your hands to lift a little bit taller. Okay, still long and strong through the spine, shoulders out of ears. Back body ignited, and exhale to release. Next inhale, we'll move to upward facing dog. Feel free to go back to cobra instead. And exhale to your downward facing dog, hips lift to the sky. And with an inhale, start to lift your heels up. On your exhale, we'll travel to forward fold, bend your knees, and then step or hop to the top of your yoga mat. Okay, from your forward fold, use your inhale to lengthen halfway again. And we'll exhale to release. Follow your breath in, rise all the way to stand Urdhva Hastasana. On your exhale, you're gonna eagle wrap your left arm underneath your right. So left arm underneath right. Slide your shoulders out of your ears. Lift your elbows up in line with your shoulders. And then slide your hands a little bit away from your face. Softening through your knees, navel to spine. On your inhale, lift your elbows up, finding just a little bit of a back bend. You got your shoulder blades helping to propel this motion. And on your exhale, just rounding from your mid spine, cat your spine. So mid to upper back round. Maybe point your fingertips down to the earth, let your head hang heavy for a moment. Then inhale, lift your elbows up again. Little back bend moment if that feels good. And exhale through goddess arms. And swan dive to the earth, stretching your wings wide, hinge out your hips as you fold down. So again, inhale, lengthen up halfway. And exhale to your high plank pose, plant your hands and step your feet back. Holding on your inhale or finding your crouching tabletop option to hub your knees. Navel to spine, shoulders out of ears. On your exhale, shift forward and through to chaturanga. Lower halfway or all the way. Let your inhale open your heart, up dog or cobra. And then exhale back to your downward facing dog, pelvis to the sky. And taking one more sun A, we're gonna inhale, heels lift. Exhale to your forward fold, transition to the top of your mat. Find your half lift as you breathe in. And forward fold with your breath out. Inhale up to Urdhva Hastasana. And your exhale, right arm's gonna eagle wrap underneath your left. Shoulders down, elbows lifted, soft knees and hands away from your face. Your inhale, lift up through your chest. And on your exhale, again, cat your upper spine. So rounding just from your mid to upper back, fingertips stretch to the earth. Head heavy, shoulders out of ears. Breathe in to lift your elbows tall again. And exhale, unwinding through goddess arms. Swan dive forward to your forward fold. So get halfway lift with your breath in. And then on your exhale, high plank, step it back. Inhale, hold or crouching tabletop, you choose. And exhale, chaturanga or down dog. So you're back in your downward facing dog. Take a really big breath in through your nose. And an open up exhale, release your breath away. And inhale your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Keeping your right leg long, flex your foot, square your hip. Hug your inner right leg to the midline. Take another inhale. And then exhale, right knee towards your nose, shift forward. Three-legged dog, breathe your right leg up and back. And then bend your knee and open your hip. Bending your dog in a fire hydrant shape, your half dog. Strong belly, square shoulders. Use the strength of your right seat to lift your right knee high with your inhale. And then place your right foot forward to the top of your yoga mat as you exhale. Lifting to your fingertips or blocks, we're gonna bring our left knee to a hover cow lunge. Full breath in, extend your heart through your upper arm bones. And exhale to your cat lunge, lengthen out your legs. The option here to either have your left heel reaching to the earth or your left heel high in the sky. Right toes can be grounded, or you can flex your right toes towards your face, deepening the stretch to the back of your right leg. Think about a cow spine here, send your heart forward and up, tailbone up to the sky. And then bend into your right knee again, setting your feet up for your high crescent lunge. Super strong legs. Use the entire length of your inhale to root to rise slowly. With your exhale, airplane your arms, let your heart hinge forward, hands reach back. And then you're going to eagle wrap your left arm underneath your right. So keeping your hinge left arm underneath your right. If eagle arms don't work for you, you can always just bring your forearms to kiss. Okay, from here, breathe up, lifting your elbow to the sky. Option for that little bit of a back bend. And on your exhale, warrior two. Let your wings unwind, and then you're going to spin your left heel to the earth, nice and strong. Take a breath just to feel your posture. Come back to your intention. And then inhale to reverse your warrior, right hand lifts. Your exhale, shift into side angle to maintain the length in your right side body. Left hand reaches to the sky, heart rotates open. From here, reverse your triangle, press through your right heel, breathe length through the entire right side of your body, from right toes to right fingertips. And then on your exhale, windmill down into your low lunge. Hands will frame your right foot. Unhook your left heel. Bring your left palm to the earth. We're opening up to a side plank to face the right side of our body, or right side of our yoga mat. So left hand is your base. Step your right foot back, either to stack on top of your left or to stagger in front of your left. You can also lift your right leg. You can bring your left knee to the ground for a modified side plank. Heart is open as you inhale. And then slowly as you can, find your high plank on your exhale. So resisting the pull of gravity. We slowly tip to high plank. With your breath in, you can take your crouching tabletop or just hold. You're going to exhale through chaturanga or just to downward facing dog. So always customizing that transition to you. Crouching tabletops are entirely optional. The chaturanga can be customized to a different combination of shapes. So making sure you listen to your body. Inhale your left leg up to the sky. Keeping your left leg long. And the squareness in your pelvis. Think about reaching energetically away from your pelvis with your left foot. Relaxing your head, squeeze your left leg towards the midline slightly. Take your inhale, and on your exhale, bring your left knee to your nose. Push into your hands as you shift forward. Pull your thigh up into your chest. Three-legged dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky again. Your exhale, bend your knee and open your hip. Take an inhale here, and then following your out breath, you're going to step your left foot forward to the top of your yoga mat. Option for fingertips or blocks here, right knee hovers. Breathe into your cow lunge. With exhale, start to shift back into your cat lunge, adjusting your feet as much as you need, finding that big hamstring stretch. Okay, seeing what happens if you hug your right hip forward and draw your left hip back. Choose how you want your right foot in space. Choose how you want your left foot in space. And then try to emphasize the length of your spine. Begin to bend into your front knee, setting up your feet for crescent lunge. Try to keep your pelvis really steady and stable. And then root to rise, high crescent, using the entire length of your inhale. So trying to slow down every transition. We'll exhale to airplane arms. Feel your pelvis pulling slightly back as your heart reaches forward. Your left knee is energized forward. And eagle wrap your right arm underneath your left. Again, shoulders out of ears, fingertips away from base, elbows lifting up. On your inhale, lift up towards little back bend. And on your exhale, it's warrior two. Unravel and rotate your right heel down to the earth. Find a moment here, reconnecting to breath. With your breath in, reverse your warrior. Take your time to find the side body stretch. And then exhale to your side angle. Rooted and anchored through your right heel as your right fingertips stretch up tall. Reverse your triangle, big breath in, lengthen up and away from the earth. And on your exhale, low lunge. As you bend your left knee, windmill your hands down to the ground. Right heel unhook, your right palm is going to become your base. Side plank opening to the left side of your yoga mat. Left foot steps back again. You can stack your feet, stagger your feet. Choose any variation here. Pressing the earth away, take your breath in. Slow motion, resisting gravity. Try not to collapse as you find your high plank pose. In your high plank, your inhale is either a hold or maybe it's that crouching tabletop shifting back. On your exhale, vinyasa or down dog. Find your way through, making your way back to down dog when you are ready. And your down dog, take a deep inhale in. And an open mouth exhale out. Inhale your right leg to the ceiling. Keep your leg long, strong, and square. On your exhale, bring your right knee to your nose, shift forward. Option to hold here, maybe a one-legged plank. Keep your shoulders stacked over your wrists. Maybe you inhale your right leg back in line with your spine. Exhale, right knee towards your left tricep. Cross it underneath your body. Three-legged dog, breathe your right leg up and back. Then bend your knee, open your hip. If you'd like to explore wild things, step your right toes behind you and rotate your heart open to the ceiling with your inhale. On your exhale, begin to transition back to your three-legged dog if you're not already there. Breathe in as your right leg reaches long. With your exhalation, step your right foot forward. Cow lunge, left knee hovers. Inhale your heart forward and through. Now as we exhale, we're going to a cat lunge, legs go long. There's an optional add-on here. Unless you have yoga blocks, it might feel like a little bit sticky. So just listening to your body. With a micro bend through your right knee, no matter how flexible you are, you want to micro bend through your right knee. You might flex your right toes to your face. From here, you have the option to bend your left knee, your back knee towards a hover. So it's like a hovering half split. So try to lengthen your spine, right toes are flexing up. You're plugging your right thigh bone in and hugging your left hip forward. And from whatever hamstring stretch you're in, bend into your front knee. Slowly breathe into your high crescent. Again, trying to practice with that stabilization of your pelvis as you rise. On your exhale, it's airplane arms or airplane pose. So maybe use that space you just created and shift forward to fly. And open through your chest, take a slow breath in. Slow exhale. And moving to our high crescent lunge. Release your left toes to the earth if they're lifted. Breathe in to reach your heart and hands to the sky. On your exhale, eagle, wrap your left arm underneath your right, shoulders out at ears. Breathing up through your elbows, lift your heart, tiny back bend. On your exhale, unwind your arms. Goddessing your arms, option to dip your left knee to a hover, pull your navel in. With your inhale, rise up and reach up. And exhale, warrior two, expand. Breathe in to reverse your warrior. And then exhale, side angle. Reverse your triangle, full in breath as you lengthen, lift. Now, as we move to Trikonasana, full triangle, you have the option to heel toe your back foot in a little bit. Find a micro bend through your front knee, really energize both your legs. And then before you rush down to the ground, think about pulling your pelvis to the back of your yoga mat and reaching to the wall in front of your yoga mat. So lengthen forward first, and then maybe tip into your Trikonasana, your triangle pose. And then find a little micro bend through your right knee, front ribs pull in, heart is rotating open to the sky. Strong through your entire body here. Now, even though your stance is maybe a little bit shorter than what you're used to, you're going to bend into your right knee for reverse warrior. Knee over ankle, inhale, reach your right hand up and back. On your exhale, we're going to go to a wide-legged forward fold. Extend your right leg and turn your toes to the long edge of your mat. Soft knees, hinge forward. You can inhale to lift up halfway. And on your exhale, you're going to bend into your left knee, rotating to the back of your yoga mat. Find your low lunge. So this time, right palm is going to be your base. Side plank open to the left side, so right palm is your base. Left foot's going to step back to your side plank, Vashisthasana. Open up, left hand to the sky. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, option to wrap your left arm underneath your right side body. Reaching underneath you, piking your hips away from the earth. Breathe in to peel back open, left hand to the sky. With your exhale, slow and strong, high plank pose. And as you inhale, shift forward or shift back, vinyasa or down dog. So making that conscious choice, again, of what you want to move through. As you find your way back to downward facing dog, take a breath. We'll make our way back around, finding the second side, and then we have a little standing balance series and we're on the earth. So from here, inhale your left leg up, long, strong, and square. On your exhale, bring your left knee towards your nose, shoulders out of ears, you're shifting way forward. Hold our one-legged plank, navel to spine. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Three-legged dog, breathe your left leg up, opening your hip, stay or wild thing. Heart opening opportunity, full in breath, spread your collarbones open to the ceiling, really rotating your heart to the sky. Return back to your three-legged dog, left hand lands, take a big breath in as you lift your left leg, and then place your left foot forward to the top of your yoga mat. Inhale to your cow lunge. And on your exhale, start to find your cat lunge. Again, you can always adjust your feet here. And if you're going for that hovering half split variation, with a micro bend in your left knee, you start to flex your left toes to your face, and an option to bend your right knee towards the earth. Thinking about lengthening your spine, draw your left hip back and your right hip forward. Imaginary block between your inner thighs, still checking in with that micro bend with your left knee. Here we go. Start to bend into your front leg, finding your way to your high crescent. Strong through your lower body. Inhale to push through your feet and rise all the way up. Your exhale is either airplane arms or you're shifting forward to find your airplane pose. Just here for a breath. Take a really slow inhale. A really slow exhale. Get one more breath in. And we meet in our high crescent lunge. Right toes released, sit there, lifted. Follow your inhale to stretch to the sky. Right arm eagle wraps underneath your left, shoulders out of ears, elbows lifted. On your inhale, scoop your elbows to the ceiling. On your exhale, unwind through goddess arms. Maybe right knee dips to a hover. Make sure you're engaging through your belly to support your low back. Shoulder blades are lifting your chest. And then inhale, rise and reach up again. Warrior two, right heel spins down. Inhale to reverse your warrior left hand up. Find your side angle of your exhalation. Then inhale to reverse your triangle. Lift and lengthen away from the ground. Option to heel toe your back foot in a little bit closer. As you start to transition to Trikonasana, your triangle pose, you're pulling your pelvis back in space. Drawing your left hip crease towards the original top of your yoga mat, little micro bend in your knee. Lengthening through your left side body, and maybe then you tip into your triangle pose. Pull your front ribs in, finding that containment of energy through the front body to support the back body. One more breath here, super strong through your legs. Find that bend through your left knee and then press through your left foot, reverse your warrior as you inhale. Transitioning to our wide-legged forward fold, left leg lengthens, and as your left toes pivot, hinge down. Take a nice big breath in, finding the extension through your spine. And then we'll exhale, bend into our right knee. Spinning to the top of your yoga mat, low lunge facing forward. Left palm is your base for side plank. Opening out to the right side, right foot steps back, right hand reaches as you inhale. Option to thread your right hand underneath your left ribs as you exhale, pushing down into your contact points to the earth. Breathe in to open back up. With your exhalation, it's high plank, as controlled as possible. Choosing your transition, take your breath in, maybe it's a crouching tabletop, maybe not. Exhale through your flow. Or back to down dog, of course. And we will meet in a child's pose when you are ready. We're just taking a couple rounds of breath in your child's pose. Allowing a little bit of time for everything to slow down. Maybe bringing back to mind that person that you're holding in your heart today. And remembering that you're cultivating energy to send to them, to share with them. Allowing your practice to be of service. As you breathe. And from your child's pose, when you're ready, go ahead and just find your downward facing dog. A little balancing moment is going to be pretty simple, pretty short. Just integrating into our full eagle pose. With your inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, journey forward to your forward fold, however you'd like to get there. Finding a little halfway lift. Breathe in as you lengthen out. And exhale, forward fold, dive down. Softly through your knees, we're going to inhale, rise all the way to stand Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, chair pose, airplane your arms right away. So sinking into your strong seat, hands reach back. Lean into your right foot. Maybe start to come to your left tippy toes, pulling your navel up to the sky. Option to find your flamingo left leg. You want this to be a little bit spicier. Keep your spine nice and neutral, core active. Just sliding your left thigh bone back in space, kicking the sole of your left foot to the sky. Rooting through your right foot. Sit spine stretching slightly back in space. On your inhale, rise up. One-legged Tadasana. Once you found your one-legged Tadasana, maybe start to bring your hands to your heart. In that center strength of your body. As you bend into your right knee, we're going to eagle legs. Your left thigh is going to stack on top. You can take a single stack and just hug your shins together. If the double wrap's available in your body, feel free to take it. Your left hip lifting up in line with your right hip. Take one more breath here. You want to add in your eagle arms. You're going to eagle wrap your left arm underneath your right. Your shoulders stay integrated to the torso. Elbows might start to lift up slightly, and encourage your hands a little bit away from your face. Really sinking into this one-legged chair. We take an inhale. And then exhale. So you start to unravel, unwind. Be a big circle sweep through your arms as you find one-legged Tadasana, left knee lifts up. Exhale, chair pose, airplane arms. So sinking back into your seat, let your hands sweep back beside you. Lean into your left leg. Maybe right tippy toes to begin. Pressing through your left foot to light up your belly. You might flamingo your right heel to your seat. Make the choice if you want to add in the spicy flamingo. Making sure that pressure is just going into the back of your right leg and not your low back. Pelvis shifts back slightly in space, feeling the energy then reach down the back of your left leg. Root to rise, one-legged Tadasana. Once you feel steady and stable, maybe hands start to come to heart. Heading into your eagle legs, bend into your left knee, right thigh stacks on top. And lean your shoulders back to step over your pelvis. Notice if your knees are sinking to one side or the other. Hug it to the midline. You want to add in the arms, right arm is going underneath your left. Find 2 more slow breaths here. To your one-legged Tadasana circle, sweeping up. Breathe in as you root through your strong left leg, right leg lifts. Exhale, chair pose, airplane arms one more time. On your inhale, traditional chair, lift through your fingertips. And exhale to forward fold. You get halfway, lift with your breath in. And bend your knees and have a seat as you breathe out. We're transitioning to our back body. Grab a sip of water if you're thirsty. We'll use a little bit of core energy to lower down. So if you'd like to, adding in your heel anchors or just relaxing to your back body. Flex through your feet, strong through your belly. Use your core to drive your heels down to the earth. You're also isometrically pulling your heels towards your seat a little bit. Reach up high with your inhale. And then begin to descend slowly to the ground as you exhale, keeping that integrity of navel to spine and heels to the earth. And as you find your back body, just take a full body stretch with your breath in. And then knees to chest, breath out. Good. And then from here, let's scooch a little bit. You're going to take a figure 4, right ankle on your left thigh. Feel free to land your left foot to the earth. Feel free to reach around your left leg if you want to find your thread the needle. Bringing all attention back to breath for 2 more cycles. From your figure 4, allow your right leg to slide on top of your left so you have eagle legs. Place your left foot to the earth. Scoot your hips over to the right a little bit. Let your eagle legs tip over to the left. Eagle leg twist. From your eagle leg twist, take your time to slowly start to unwind. You might even unravel your right leg off of your left first. Bring yourself back to center, adjust your hips to square. So take your left ankle on your right thigh for figure 4. And then customizing your hip opening, So you take 3 to 5 slow breaths. When you're ready for your eagle leg twist, your left leg is going to slide to stack on top of your right. Bring your right foot to the ground, move your pelvis a little bit to the left, and then drop your knees to the right. So this is just allowing our spine to be more stacked when our knees tip over. And then find your 3 cycles of breath here. Embracing whatever shows up when you are in stillness and quiet. And then allowing yourself as much time as you need here. When we transition back through center, just like before, you'll take your time to slowly unwind. Use a little core energy in your feet to bring yourself back to center and square. Then moving into our butterfly shape, Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall open wide. If you want to, you can bring your hands to your body, or you can have your hands on the earth beside you. Finding something that feels comfortable as you settle in and breathe. You may notice what's moving through your mind. Maybe noticing if in moments of stillness and quiet, the mind begins to get busy again. The mind tries to speed up and fill up that space. You just reminding your mind that it doesn't need to be full, encouraging those thoughts to soften away and dissolve into the background, allowing yourself to enjoy the spaciousness of the moment. You can either stay here a little bit longer, if you're comfortable, if this feels grounding. Otherwise, you're going to reach down to the outsides of your legs, gently help your legs back together. Bring your knees into your chest. Maybe curl your nose up to your knees. Take a really big breath into the back of your body. And on your exhale, start to release into your Shavasana, your final relaxation. Whether that's arms and legs long, seated meditation, or something else. And as you begin to settle in and let your eyes drop shut, you're turning your awareness to whoever it is that you've devoted your practice to, that you've dedicated your practice to today. As you rest for these last few minutes of class, resting with them in your heart, your mind, and sending the energy from your practice to them. This last minute or so, redirecting all of your attention back to this person and feeling them with you in this moment, their energy, your energy, visualizing them within your mind's eye, offering gratitude and thanks to them, appreciation for all that they have been in your life. And starting to deepen your breath, slowing every inhale and every exhale to lengthen out, being patient with each cycle of breath. Maybe closing class from where you are today, or if you feel called to transition to a seat, just take a moment to find that comfortable space where you'd like to end your practice. Option to bring your hands to your heart in any way, maybe stacked, maybe in prayer hands, which is Anjali Mudra. And pausing here, we pause in gratitude, deep gratitude for this practice and the many lessons and offerings it shares with us. And deep gratitude for our bodies and our breath and all that we are capable of. And gratitude for this community. So to seal in our practice, we'll take one more cleansing breath together. When you're ready, take a deep inhale through your nose. And then an open mouth exhale, just let your whole breath go. May yoga offer us a path to compassion. And may our practices serve as our teachers, our guides in living more authentically, loving more deeply, and seeing more clearly each and every day. I thank you so, so much for being here, for taking this time. Namaste.